people injured here. 3v3, Angel Gate, blue team. Commissar Lag is a Blood Raven's Techmarine, starts out range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair alongside Deckard. Where's he gone? There he is, a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And rounding off the blue team is Arbit, plays a Warlock melee commander that can leap into combat, some very good offense, disruption and mobility, can also tank damage pretty damn well. There's a Destructor on some Hormagaunts, and those Hormagaunts belong to red team's Topi, plays a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, on very good offense, disruption and support, and looks like he's going to take on this Warlock under heavy range fire. Alongside him is Crazyman, another Eldar player, 6'4", 335, playing a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat, some very good capping and harassing with some awesome control abilities. Crazyman pretty much always plays random, so I assume he did so here. Made in England, rounding off the teams as a Kommando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter. This is the Death Skulls elite scheme, which gives them a fancy hood and gives the sluggers these rather amusing top knots, as you can see. They look little Abaddon sluggers or something. 494 early on with a 2-1 for red. What are we going to see? Two players fighting over bottom from both teams. Looks like blue team have two players here. Crazyman joining the fray at the moment. Topi has some spawn mines, very good on this map if you're bottom. The Hive Tyrant in fact is very good for fighting bottom, I think, since look at the distance from his base. He can just retreat back very quickly and come back out with those 1080 hit points to annoy the crap out of you. 475, 494 top is kicking off. Stun bomb on the Techmarine. Now he's caught by sluggers who do have their burners already, giving him some extra health and a couple of power made weapons, and not to mention some flamers that they can burn garrisons and generators with. Are we going to see them push gens here? I think they should have. 462, 494. Spawn mines hanging back at the moment. Crazyman's warps through Exarch. It's pretty crazy standing out of cover like that, but he's getting back into it. Spawn mines moving in slowly but surely. There we go. Floating grenades that will suppress and damage anything near them when they detonate. As you can see, they're even allies. They need to be a bit careful how you position these guys, especially amongst your own little Tyranids. The Hive Tyrant providing a basic synapse. You can tell by the green aura around the Hormagaunts and Termagants heads. That gives them that 15% damage resistance and a little bit of suppression resistance as well. 430, 494. Shuriken Cannon Guardian Weapon Team taking shots at the Hive Tyrant, not suppressing him but doing more and more damage as he gets closer. The spawn mines are in there though, that's a good detonation, and Hormagaunts catching the Dire Avengers, wiping out a squad. Ouch. Arbit needs to get double Guardian Weapon Teams there, I think, maybe even with Rangers backing him up. We have double Hormagaunts, double Termagants from Topi. He's got a lot of models running around. This spawn mine has 4 hit points. Can he get a detonation off? That would be amazing if he could. Banshee taking tons of damage. Crazyman, what are you up to? He's in retreat. There we go. 403, 494. Topi really carrying the bottom, and Warrior Brood on the field now. These guys are heavy infantry with some power melee damage. They leap into melee combat. But it's all about these assault marines right now, wading into the sea of Tyranids. Hormagaunts there and warriors, and as you can see, those warriors are able to knock them over passively with the little charge leap that they have, which is, it's an amazing little passive they have. Sniper scouts for Commissar Lag. Does he have 3 of them? He does. Very, very annoying to face. Seriously unfun fighting a bunch of sniper scouts, but nothing wrong with using it. It's effective. Tactical Marines out of cover here, but they're able to push across the mid. Deckard and create Commissar Lag down here. Orks hanging out. 392, 483. I think he should just send his sluggers over and burn these generators down. Shuriken nicely placed, shutting down a bunch of these Tyranids. Here's a Shuriken from the other side now. And Orks moving in with big shooters on their shooter boys allows them to instantly suppress a target. Plasma grenades forces off the Shuriken, and that was a big shotgun blast in the face of 3 Ork squads, forcing them off. Sniper Scouts taking down the Kommando knob. What is he going to do? Is he going to get Storm Boys and try and jump them in? Rush to a Death Dread maybe? 392, 460. Warlock with another Destructor, nicely done. Hormagaun's trying to rush the Sniper Scouts but losing models left and right. A grenade went off as well. So he has a Sergeant on one of the squads. There we go. Deckard with shotguns and nothing else on his scouts. No sign of aspects for the Dire Avengers either. A very quick tier 1 for Arbit. What was that? 5-6 minutes? Very rarely do you see a tier 1 that quick for Eldar. He's going straight for Wraithguard, and this could be devastating if you can get these out on the field and do some good stuff with them. Keep them away from the Howling Banshees. Maybe it's a good idea to get channeling runes for to support your Wraithguard. And you can just walk them away from the Banshees and into your Shuriken or whatever. 392, 424. Hive Tyrant forced off. Sniper Scouts continuing to be a pain in the ass. Commissar already has Devastators, so he's ready to get a las cannon as soon as he gets tier 2. If Red Team try to respond with vehicles, Made in England has some looters. These guys a setup team with a death gun. Not sure why he's gone for this thing up against triple snipers. Snipers generally counter setup teams pretty hard, but we'll see how they do. Oh, Assault Marines wiped out on retreat by Crazyman's Howling Banshees. Nicely done by him. He does have aspects of fleetness on them also. And they get back to base. Those were Deckard's Assault Marines. Big loss for him. Massive, massive loss losing your Assault Marines. Warps Exarch runs away. I assume he didn't have I assume his teleport was on cooldown, so he couldn't teleport in and tie these guys up. He's gone for improved targeters, and here are those Wraithguard. Powerful range unit, very good damage versus all targets. Air of effect attack, and they suppress infantry as well. They're also incredibly tough. 2,000 hit points of heavy infantry armor is nothing to be sniffed at. They are absolutely pathetic in melee combat, and that is what you want to do against them. Try and tie them up quickly, and Raveners are on the field for Ser Topi. He really does have a sea of Tyranids here. Plasma grenade doesn't really hit. And did he lose another Dire Avenger squad there? I think he might have. Or was that from these guys? I'm not sure. 381, 407. Sniper Scouts down to 1 model here, forced to retreat. 2-to-1 cap. Looters actually infiltrated here. So maybe that's his idea, infiltrate them and then catch those scouts. Because that death gun does a lot of damage if you can catch something close with it. Hive Tyrant with the Venom Cannon, which I'm starting to like a lot more now. Now that that improved Synapse got that buff in 2.3. And I'm just using it a lot more. Once you use stuff a lot more, I think you just learn the little intricacies of using it, where to position yourself, when to engage, and I'm starting to use it and like it a lot more. 356, 407. We'll see what Ser Topi can do with it. He's bashing gens right now. Does it tell me the damage it does here? No, it doesn't. It's armor piercing damage though, so it's very good versus all targets, and it has that small area of effect. Ouch. Sluggers wiped out, was that? That was bad. 343, 407. Good power harass though. Didn't want to lose his sluggers. Stick bombs throwing in their sticks. Really awesome unit, I think. One of the units I hate facing more than any other are stick bombers, especially when they're used well. And here's a Death Dread. A really good quick tier 2 from Made in England. Get the Death Dread out, get the stick bombers out, and cause some havoc. Death Dread does have the bonus and bits as well. 326, 407. It's tight. Red team have a slight VP advantage. Blue team are pinned back on their natural. What is this? That's the warp throw from the Warlock. He's now fully kitted out. Merciless Witchblade, Champion's Robe, and his warp throw. He needs to make He needs to make that count because he's still level 1, this guy, and he's fully kitted him out. Wraith Guard, not sure what they've done so far. They don't actually have their Warlock leader. As you can see, the Warlock hero is granting them Wraith Sight, which increases their speed. You can tell by those blue swirly things around the Wraith Guard. So if that Warlock dies, if they lose their Wraith Sight, they become stunned, which is bad. But they're so slow without it. 325, 493. Melter Gun Techmarine going to town on this Death Dread. We might see the Signum armor also. He's gone for a Razorback. Here it is, way back. Way back here. What's it doing there? 325, 384. Stick bombs also from the Kommando, not wiping out the Devastator. Is beautifully done by Made in England. They've completely paid for themselves already just for that wipe. And Commissar Lag recognizing a very good throw there. It is a bit luck though, because since they're just thrown randomly, since they're Orks, they're not very precise. But still beautifully done, coming in, infiltrated there, throwing his stick bombs and getting a squad wipe. It's nice when a plan comes together. Zone Throat on the field for Topi. He's got a very nice and very varied army here, Topi. It is often the key when you're playing as Tyranids. Don't go for just one thing. Don't go all ranged or all melee, because you make yourself easier to counter. He's got a very varied army there. He's got a ranged Hive Tyrant. He's got melee Raveners, I think. He's got melee Synapse Warriors. He's got double Hormogods, double Termigods, and now a Zone Throat to support it all. 292, 374. I think he needs to come and become a bit more of a force in the center here, Topi. You have this big, thick road running down the Angel Gate, which sees a lot of action, especially as it go into late game. 276, 374. Whirlwind on the way for Deckard. He does have a Dreadnought with an Assault Cannon. And you're getting this mainly for the awesome barrage. The single target damage is very nice, piercing damage. And it'll be really good versus that Zone Throat if you can shoot the crap out of it. 265, 374 I should say. Wow, Raveners jumping in. Not very often that you see Raveners under melee Synapse. So I'd like to see how these guys perform. They're going to jump again, are they? Oh, they're burrowing. Yeah, they jumped again. Wow. How much energy does it cost for them to jump? Surprised they could use it that quickly. 251, 374. I thought it was a 60 jump. I'm not sure though. Down goes the Force Command. He does have his Thunder Hammer, so Ravener's going to need to be very careful. Plasma Cannon coming in. He's kicking off at the top as well. Going absolutely ballistic here. Tons of stuff died there. A bunch of Orks, I think. Wraith Guard forced off. We have double Razorbacks from Commissar Lag. What is he up to? And a Whirlwind from Deckard. Artillery unit. Very good at disrupting blobs from range. Also has, of course, a Hunter-Killer missile. If you can get a rear armor hit on this Fire Prism, that would be pretty damn good. Crazyman going for a very quick Fire Prism here. Most players still working their way through tier 2. He's got a Fire Prism, and this Fire Prism is going down. But caught rear armor by that Melter Gun. That was painful. And he does have Signum. You saw Mark Target on it also. Signum, such great synergy with that Melter Gun, increasing its range and its damage, as you can see. And Mark Target is just amazing. It's a really... I don't know why anyone gets anything else, to be honest, as the Techmarine. Unless you're specifically going for a melee build and want those bionics. It's such a good piece of armor. 208, 374. This Death Dread is still around. Yes, it is. Nicely done. Where are those stick bombers then? They are here. Actually pretty decent in melee combat, these guys. Have 18 melee skill, if you can believe that. Same as Gene Stealers, which means they perform a lot of special attacks. Wraith Guard shooting the crap out of looters, who do have a beamy death gun now, which is their anti-vehicle weapon. Now they infiltrated and he decided not to attack ground on their faces. Zone Throat trying to get shots in with that artillery attack. Red team pushing power hard. Stick bombs keeping stuff at bay. That's his answer to these scouts, obviously. Knock them around with the stick bombers and then run your Death Dread in. Pretty good plan. Topi being aggressive there with his melee force, keeping stuff back so that the rest of the stuff can bash gens. Death Dread not bashing gens though. Commissar lag, losing one of his Razorbacks. I'm really not sure why he went for 2 there. Very strange thing to try on this map, since it's such a restrictive map. So there's whirlwind missiles moving in. Oh, we have actually Ravener's burrowed here, hidden. That's awesome. That's because of the enhanced muscle coil. Razorback's going to finish off those warriors. Yes, it does. Topi not paying attention. Increases their speed as well, as you can see there. Completely forgot about that. 174, 374. 100 VPs to make up for blue team. They're still very much in this game though. Some strange choices from Commissar lag. Those double Razorbacks was really odd. Perhaps unlucky to lose his Devastators the way he did, but he's got to respond with something here. He's still in tier 2. Quite a way off getting to tier 3 as well. They need some gens. There we go. Death Dread is done for. Bright Lance will finish off eventually. It's in a sync kill here, which is why I wasn't dying, and there we go. 152, 374, Shooter Boys level 2. Fully upgraded with a Knob Bleeder and Big Shooter. It's ticking off bottom. That's a dead Force Commander, but he should be able to be revived from there. Hive Tyrant moving mid. Raveners, look how long they waited to burrow strike there. That was awesome. 137, I should say, 374. Still that 2-1 for red, but they're gonna lose it now because Arbit's Warlock is top. He's level 3, almost level 4. Incidentally, Arbit authored a new 1v1 map for 2.3, so go and check it out. It's called Imperial Plaza, I think. I hope I got the name correct. 133, 374. Venom Cannon, can it do some work here versus these Dire Avengers? He's tanking damage like crazy. He does have his warp field. Surely he's going to get his improved synapse as well. 129, 374. He's in tier 3. In fact, everyone's tier 3 apart from Arbit. And Arbit, look at, he's floating like absolute mad. He's got to do something. This is a huge mistake here. Up over 1,000 rec and nearly 300 power. He's sitting in tier 2. He's got some Dark Reapers. Inferno damage from long range out, which is very effective versus super heavy and heavy infantry. Missile on the tactical marines. Both teams with some pretty fat rosters here. Made in England has double looted tanks. 129, 368. Tanks are often a liability on this map though. They get caught on these little areas and it's very easy to flank in from the top or the bottom and get some rear armor hits, as we saw with that fire prism. Crazyman learning his lesson, now going for Warp Spiders and a D cannon. Look at the range on this D cannon. Awesome artillery piece. He needs to bring it mid though, surely. 129, 368. Down goes the looted tank. That was weird. It just stay there and take missile hits.
The enemy has breached our landing zone.
I suppose it did. 129, 368. Made in England, perhaps watching top, wasn't aware that his tank was under attack. Commandos called in, or maybe purchased from HQ, I'm not sure. Lots of Deckard, lots of disruption. Whoa, down goes the other looted tank, Wraithguard, not messing around for Arbit, and he finally goes tier 3. He can instantly get an avatar when he goes tier 3. That's how much he was floating. Whoa, orbital on this stuff. This is gonna be painful. Wow, this is on Topi's entire army pretty much. The first beam sends stuff aside. He lost something there, and another boom. Really awesome nuke. Who was that by? Deckard, I think. 129, 356. He does have a Carnifex on the field. Did he actually lose a unit there? I'm not sure. I think everything survived. He already lost his warriors, didn't he? 129, 349. I thought I saw something go down. It might have been an Eldar unit. Might have been an Eldar unit. 129, 344. D cannon still covering bottom. Why is this thing sitting here? What is this? Warrior Brood called in to reinforce all of his stuff. Yeah, look at that. Now we can get a Barb Strangler on his guys, maybe. Barb Strangler is so good on this map. 129, 333. but he'll probably go for melee synapse against this. He does have double Hormagaunts, and they both have Endless Swarm. In fact, all of his stuff has Endless Swarm, taking up to 10 models. 129, 325, Warlock on capping duty, level 5 this guy. And he decaps and runs away, nicely done. Where's this? Well, stuff getting exploded in the face. That was the burner bomb and stick bombers, and down goes that plasma cannon.
Understood.
That was stick bombs from the Commander Knob and the burner bomb from the Commando squad. Combined to great effect there. Up comes a torrential turret. Does the burner bomb take down the torrential turret? I'm not sure if it's got the correct damage type for it. 129, 287. Venom, what the heck? Oh, singularity. Can't Hive Tyrant going ballistic and getting knocked back. We're trying to finish off the tank with his Venom cannon, but is unable to do so. That was a really good singularity by Crazyman. No. Was it by? It was by Crazyman. It was his own player who did it. Why is this thing still down here? Take it mid. Look at all the stuff mid you can shoot at. 129, 272. Commissar lag sitting pretty top. Has some Wraith Guard for company. Here come Howling Banshees though. Still level 1. Oh, and they got caught by the Wraith Guard. Now they're suppressed. And there's a torrential turret as well. These ladies need to run the hell away. Crazyman. There we go. Techmarine's going to make it, is he? Level 4. Has the orbs of the Omnissiah, so he is pretty much built to take down large targets, but he does go down himself. Wraith Guard using their Wraith Bone. 129, 252. Kommando Knob with his rocket launcher is going to take down this turret, able to infiltrate himself and sneak in behind it. Is he going to take it out? What is he up to? No idea. Here's an Ork though. He still has his triple sniper scouts, level 4, and level 4. How much damage are these guys doing in these big bursts? Oh no, Wraith Guard doing friendly fire on their turret there. What is this guy doing? Chris threw his stick bombs. He's got to finish off the turret surely. 129, 230. Is he bugged out? What is going on? There you go. Boom. Leveled him as well to 4. Triple gens up all round. Is it? Yes. No, 2 gens hit. Another looted tank for Made in England. Apparently losing 2 of them is not a clue to get some flash kits or something. Fire Prism for Arbit. He's got double Fire Prisms in fact. And these guys actually do pretty good on this map usually because of their range. But there's an Eldritch Storm. The 2 vehicles really well played to get them out of there actually. And they do survive. That's a very good Eldritch. Maybe could have been a bit further back to force the vehicles to move forward. As I was saying, Fire Prisms usually do quite well on Angel Gate because of their increased range and the fact that they can disrupt. And that constant disruption really helps you out in these meat grinder maps. 129, 195 Plasma Cannon coming in and missing. Dark Reapers coming forward. They're going to target those Warrior Brood whenever they can, I assume. Dark Reapers versus Dark Reapers, and these guys are of course heavy infantry, so that Inferno damage doing a lot to them. Plasma Cannon for Commissar Lag covering the VP. Can it get over this terrain? I'm not sure if it will be able to, we'll see. Knob Squad on the way for Made in England. 129, 177. Fire Prisms need to be careful with this rocket launcher. Commando Knob sneaking around, getting on rear armor and killing them in 2 shots or something ridiculous.
Are we to accept defeat?
The cannon. Oh, he's now moved it. Well done. He's capping bottom as well. Warps for start leveling to 5. Now fully kitted out. Enhanced warp jump generator and heavy gauge death spinner. One of my most loathed war gears as a plague champion. Really screws you over. Carnifex has a venom cannon. 129, 157. He now has that different bioplasma, of course, which the Hive Tyrant also has, which is much better to use. And Hive Tyrant now has improved synapse up. 129, 149. Force Commander with a power fist, level 6. Rocks on the scouts. Can he wipe one of the squads here? He does. Ow! And he wiped out. What was that? A Razorback? I think it was. That's a nice Rocks. Taking out a level 4 sniper squad, and this is an Eldritch Storm. Doing a lot of damage to the Carnifex, actually stopping it in its tracks here. And a lot of damage to that Knob Squad as well. And there's another orbital. How many nukes are they going to be? And he's fought those Tyranids very well again. Look how much you can spread this out now. Catching a lot of stuff. We have Cyclone Missile Launcher Terminators in the background there. Boom. These Terminators killing stuff and getting that inspiration on kill with those Storm Bolters. Capillary Tower will be immediately taken down, I assume. These guys now with improved melee damage, of course, improved health regeneration, but decreased range damage. And what is he doing? He's going after a Knob Squad, really? He's very brave. 129, 112 Knob Squad eat Terminators for breakfast, and he has used his teleport. He must not have known that they were there. He must not have known. Venom Cannon Carnifex helping out the Knobs as well, shooting at those Terminators, and his Terminators are done for, I'm pretty sure. Taking shots from that Venom Cannon, being chased down by the Knob Squad, down to just one model. A big misplay. There's a ton of formation, taking out the Fire Prism, which is just sitting there. Yeah, Terminators are taken down. That's actually a sync kill. Only a Knob would headbutt a Terminator, and they get away with two models. A big misplay from Commissar Lag. I can only assume he was trying to teleport after the Carnifex and didn't know the Knobs were there or something. I'm not sure. Unless you've got lightning claws on your Terminators, do not try and fight a Knob Squad. Raveners, level 2 Raveners, done really well with these guys. Right Lance can't do a lot. What is this? It's a warp throw. Throwing stuff away. 129, 71. Carnifex hanging back. That massive Venom Cannon. Huge damage to all targets if it can hit them. Venom Cannons do have slightly better accuracy versus infantry than stuff like missile launchers do, but they still don't hit them reliably. Warlock called in. Commandos called in. Absolute mayhem here, as you'd expect. Late game Angel Gate 12960. That tunnel formation still scarring the terrain here. Deckard and Commissar Lag a bit thin, but Deckard now getting a Predator tank. Commissar Lag, are we going to see this guy go for a Land Raider? We might be. Gonna need to be careful with an Eldar player. The Crazyman doesn't have the red, anywhere near the red, to drop another Eldritch, so that Land Raider would be relatively safe from Eldar stuff. Stick Bombers going into combat with Wraith Guard, level 3 Stick Bombers. And I'm not sure if leveling Stick Bombers makes their Stick Bombs do more damage. I think it should, but I'm not sure if it does. Might only be weapon damage that it increases. 128, 60. Really nice throw. Eldar able to tank it. These must be leveled up. Level 3 Dark Reapers, level 4 Dire Avengers. Another Fire Prism. This is Arbits. 128, 60. It's still that 1-to-1 cap. Blue team though are stealing red team's natural, and here's a Land Raider Redeemer for Deckard. Did he already have this thing out? Where the heck was it? I'm confused now. 128, 57. I saw him purchasing the Predator tank. I didn't even know he had a Land Raider Redeemer. Where the heck was this thing? Was he just protecting the natural with it? No, it was attacking the natural with it. There it is. Now I've got it straight in my own brain. He loses his tactical marines though, but now he's turned his Land Raider around and can try and keep the offensive up at bottom. Tier 3 Lictor on the field for Sir Topi. Hive Tyrant level 5 with that Venom Cannon now being tied up by the Warlock. Can he turn and engage that Land Raider? Going after the... That's an Eldritch, is it? I see something underneath. Oh, that wasn't a sign. That was just the Dire Avenger on the floor. 124, 44. I thought that was the Eldar marker there. Drop pod. This is a Venerable Dreadnought. Yes, it is. It's awesome. Dropped by Commissar Lag. Unique Walker to the Techmarine, and look at all the action in mid. Knob Squad in amongst Wraith Guard. Ouch. Plasma Cannon getting involved. Can they wipe this Knob Squad here? Might be able to. Made in England not paying attention at all, and he loses his Nob squad. Wow, red team absolutely capitulating here. And they don't really have the resources to respond, I don't think. 110, 44. I think this is now blue teams to lose. Avatar of Kane on the field for Arbit. Smack. Land Raider still around for Deckard. Calls in some Terminators as well. Carnifex backing away. Warp Spiders, you can teleport them in and haywire that Land Raider if he has something to follow it up with. Maybe that Carnifex could follow it up, or that looted tank could. Crazyman has a fire prism. Where is that Ortok? What has she got? She's got nothing. I want to see that fusion gun. 86, 44. Avatar needs to back away. Red team trying to stretch the blue team across 3 VPs. They need to send something. Oh, there's a turret going up. Forget that. 86, 37. Venom Cannon Hive Tyrant. Let's see what we can do to some Terminators here with this Venom Cannon at level 6. That walks to Exarch down. Wow, takes out a model. Here comes a tier 3 Lictor as well with that free infiltration and heavy melee damage. This guy is not to be trifled with. Takes some friendly fire here though. Oh, he's going straight after the Land Raider, is he? What is he being spotted by? I think he just got too close. 86, 34. Venerable Dreadnought taking out Capillary Towers to level himself up. 1750 hit points to level 1. 1-to-1. Who's got a final push in them? Blue team is still pressuring red team's natural, and it's actually decapped right now. Was that the heavy gauge death spinner that we just saw on the Warlock? I think it was. I hate that thing. Heavy gauge filament is the name of the ability. And someone's capping, are they? Nobody's capping right now. Hive Tyrant just moved everything out of the way with his fat self. Need to retake it, need to recap it. 86, 27. Single cap for blue. Top is gonna be capped soon. He just moved them away for some reason. But there it is, there's the double, I think. Yes. Made in England with a new Nob squad, but they're forced off right now. Need to take their natural back. There it is, there's the 2-to-1, but they're still gonna lose this, I think. Avatar with a Wailing Doom, finishing off the Wraith Guard, not quite. GG from all players, and I think that is it. Yes. Blue team take it. Made in England losing a lot of stuff towards the end of the game, lost at least 3 looted tanks, and I stand by my assertion that regular tanks, apart from fire prisms, are really bad on this map, and you should stay clear of them. Commissar Lag losing his Terminators in bizarre fashion, but comes out the victor with a level 6 Techmarine. He did really well with this melter gun, and very nice to see a Venerable Dreadnought kicking some ass at the end. Look at that. That's a great shot. Let's look at the Commanders. Level 6 Techmarine, as you saw. Force one a level 8 at a Power Fist. I'm not sure if he went ballistic on any vehicles with this thing. Artificer, Iron Halo. And he did have a Land Raider, despite my confusion earlier. Warlock level 8, Merciless Switchblade, Champion's Robe. We saw a couple of warp throws, but not setting up anything. Maybe he did, I just didn't see it. Commander Nob with that rocket launcher, stick bombs. Level 7 warps for Exarch. And at level 7 Hive Tyrant, I think did pretty well. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.